Hey everyone, it's Nicole here. So today I wanted to film a get ready with me tutorial, show you guys some new products and stuff that I picked up, and also kind of walk you through my day and some things that have been going on over the last few days. It's been pretty exciting, hectic, crazy, but wonderful here in my household. So if you want to see how I got this look using the Lancome Idole foundation, then please keep watching. So I wanted to show you guys a foundation today that I absolutely love. So we're going to be working with the Lancome Idole. This is the 24-hour makeup. I really love this. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I haven't used it, I don't think, yet on the channel, but I wanted to show you guys this because this is kind of a good holy grail. It has your SPF in it. It's long wear, it's very comfortable, and it just, I don't know, it kind of works with the skin and stays with the skin, in my opinion, throughout the day. So I think we should work with that today and just kind of go over some, you know, springy makeup looks. We are getting ready today. My little man is here with me. You'll hear him talking in the background because that's what it's all about, life as a mom. But yeah, I'm so proud of my older son. If any of you guys have tuned in, you know that my older son, Jaron, he is 6 going on 7, and he recently had a camping trip with his Cub Scout group. And whoa, hello, 80s hair today, you guys. Look at this. It's crazy. This is what happens when you go to bed and you don't do anything with your hair. So unlike, you know, those tutorials you see where they like wake up and they're like, you know those. You know what I'm talking about. I don't look like that in the morning. I look crazy. So this is what you get. I have big hair. I have no eyebrows. I have red cheeks, and yeah. But, oh well, what are you going to do? You got to embrace who you are. So anyway, going back to Jaron, we're going to start using the Idole foundation. I'm just going to apply this with a beauty blender. And this is in the color 230 Buff W. But anyway, so going back to Jaron, he, this was his first camping trip, and like, I think his first time away from me ever. And I was just like, oh my God. I was a wreck, you guys. Like, I was getting all emotional and teary, and I knew he was going with his father, because his father is one of the troop leaders, and he's like the total opposite of me. My fiance is very like nature man, old school, old soul hippie. Like, he could live off the land. He basically wants to live off the grid, and I'm like, no, I'll die, kind of thing. So I don't even know what he sees in me, but I knew he would be safe with him, so I was okay with that. But as a mom, you're just like so nervous. And if you know, I've said in the past videos that my son Jaron is on the spectrum. He is considered like Asperger's, high functioning autism. And even though in the world of autism it is high functioning, it's still a, you know, situation where we have to prepare for things. And Jaron has his little quirks and things about him, and he's kind of thrives on routine. So like, if you're a mom out there and you know raising a child that's on the spectrum, they just really do well with their routine, and sometimes that jolt in the routine can be like life or death situation. So I was like paranoid as anything. I'm gonna blend this into my neck real quick too, guys, just so you can see, because this foundation's a little bit dark for me, but I know the sun is coming, and that means my skin's going to change a little, so I'm preparing for that. Even with SPF, it's crazy, the South. Like, I just get so dark, and I hate it because I really like to protect my skin, but you like literally can't go outside, and that's impossible when you have kids. So anyway, but back to my son. I was a wreck, and I was so worried that something would happen, and, you know, I hate to say it, thinking more negatively, and it ended up being awesome. He had the best time. Hey, Mama. Hi, baby. Want to be on camera? Come say hi. Come say hi. Say hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is Julian. So, I mean, I know, like, for any mom, you would be proud of your child. But when your child does struggle socially and does have, like, those little quirks about them, it is scary to put them into an unknown setting and an unknown situation, because you do worry, you know, like, what if the worst happens? And it's like the worst breakdown yet, but he did awesome. So super proud of him, super proud mom. And it was a great weekend because I got to bond with my younger son, Julian. So we got our alone time, and Jaren got his time with his dad, so it was great. Yeah. So the next thing I want to do, you guys, is apply my concealer. I'm doing it a little differently today. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral. And I'm going to apply this, and then we're going to set it with our loose powder. Okay guys, so before we start to blend this out, I'm going to take my Rada Organics Rose Water and just spritz my face. I love my Shape Tape, but I do find that with this concealer, it does dry very quickly, and it does have so much pigment, so I like to kind of use that gross word that not a lot of people like, moisten the concealer in my face. Oh my god, for anybody that hates that word, you're probably like cursing my life right now, but I'm sorry guys, but it's just the only word I can describe. Because if I just say I like to wetten my, what is that? Okay, so I'm blending it out with a brush first, and now we're going to go in with a beauty blender and start to press this in. I'm using my mirror here just to make sure it blends out really well. But I like it, and I find that this concealer doesn't oxidize either. It really stays true to its brightness, and it's just a really awesome product. So Tarte, you have done good. Alright, so now using my Mercier powder, we are going to set this concealer using a Real Techniques sponge. Start our baking process. Alright guys, so I pretty much put that Mercier powder everywhere because I really want it to bake into my skin and just melt in a bit. So while that does its thing, I'm going to go in with my new palette, the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place. Love this so much. Look at these colors, you guys. I mean, ugh. So yes, kudos Nikki Tutorials. I just can't even say enough about her. She has opened up my eyes to all new kinds of makeup, and I just absolutely love this palette. So kudos to her. And the first thing I want to do though before we get into the Saharan palette is I want to take my Sculpted face from It Cosmetics, and using this white matte shadow slash highlighter. I mean, I use it for everything, but I'm going to use this as a primer shade to go all over my eye. This way it'll, again, like I've said before, it brightens up your other colors, and it just locks in any concealer or primer that's on your eye. Today I've just used concealer. I haven't primed. I want this to be more of just a, I don't know, kind of softer, quicker look. Since it's spring and it's fun and it's pretty. I feel pretty. Alright, anyway. Okay, so let's do that. Now working with a Sigma E40. You guys know I love this brush. I am going to take the color Katsina and Lulu, which are these two bottom colors here, and just kind of create a very neutral crease. And just working with this brush, just gonna windshield wiper this back and forth, kind of haloing it around the eye first. So now going on a smaller BH brush, again, it's a crease brush. We're going to use this color Fula, which is like a real pretty kind of frosted-y, pinky, brownie. It's a warmer color, but I really like it. And I don't usually do frost in my crease, but I thought, what the heck, let's try it. So I think it's pronounced Fula. Correct me if I'm wrong, Juvia's Place. You can hit me up and let me know. But this is a really pretty pigmented color. So we're just going to work this right into the crease on top of what we've already placed there. And I'm not taking this up as high. I really just want this to hug my eye area so that when I cut out my lid, it, you know, it'll accent the lid a little bit, but it's just, you know, it won't be so draggy. You know what I mean? Okay guys, and to take it up one more notch, because again, I just don't live the simple life, let's be real. I'm going to take this color Baroro, which is a little bit darker than what we were just working with, and on that same brush, we're just going to slightly dip this in and just kind of focus this right on the outside corner here. Circle it in. And now we're going to use our pencil E30 from Sigma, and using this Staccato, again, Juvia's Place, get on me if I'm saying this wrong. We're going to take that mixed with that Jamia, and just use that on a pencil brush, and I'm going to just grab my mirror here. And we're going to line the bottom lash line here. I want it to have kind of a pinky, orangey, smoky look to it. The last thing that I want to do to complete this look is take this e.l.f. This is the Molten liquid eyeshadow in the color Rose Gold, and I'm just going to take that and place this about 3/4 of the way on the lid and just blend it with a flat brush. I'm going to be using my mirror. But just so you guys see here, I'm going to place it in the front of the lid, about 3/4 in, because I want to leave that smokier color on the outside. And then, let's see here, take a flat brush, this is from Urban Decay, and just kind of press this color in and blend it out a little bit. See that? Again, we're leaving that outside corner darker, but I'm actually going to press a little bit of, let's see here, I like the rose gold, but I want to put a little bit of this Zori from the Nubian 2 palette from Juvia's Place. So this is more of like a champagne-y color, but I think it's going to look really pretty in the corner. I'm just going to wet my brush, and we will take Zori now and just apply that right on that inside corner, and we're just going to apply that color on the inside corner here. Focus it mostly on the inside, and then whatever is left on the brush you can kind of blend over that pretty rose gold. And I'm just kind of fanning my brush back and forth between the smokier portion so that this way it blends the two colors together, but it doesn't just look like light color, dark color. Just kind of fan it together and blend it. Okay, so now we're taking that Zori color and just going to highlight our inner corner of our eye using that. Yes. Guys, if you don't own these Molten eyeshadows from e.l.f., you need to get your hands on them like stat, because they're just gorgeous. And even if they're worn alone just for like a little bit of color on your lid throughout the day, or if you use it as a base kind of like we did today, they're just gorgeous. And e.l.f., you have done good. I actually picked it up in liquid gold, so now I have two colors to work with. But for today we're doing some pinks, so we'll work with the golds at a later date. So now we're gonna dust away our dust away. Using a Heavenly Luxe jumbo brush. from It Cosmetics. Just dust away whatever is left. I'm kind of leaving the under eye bake there. Haven't quite dusted it all away yet. Just because I want to do that very last. But I would like to go in now with my L'Oreal Infallible Golden Neutral Powder, or Golden Beige. Let me look and see what color it is exactly. It is Golden Beige. And we're going to use that flat brush that I like to use and just start pressing this all over, because it's springtime, so why wouldn't we cake our faces? Just avoid your under eye area because you want to keep that light and bright. Alright, so I'm going to actually go off camera now and finish my highlight and my contour because I think you guys have seen that enough, and then we'll come back to finish up our eyes together. Alright, so my contour, my highlight are done. You guys know I love my Sculpted face from It Cosmetics, and if you're new to my channel and don't know that, just check out my previous videos and you'll see my contour. For eyeliner, I'm going to first go in with the L'Oreal Paris Silkissime in black, and this is just a typical black pencil. And basically, I'm just going to do this right into my lashes. I'm really not even trying to expertly line my eye. I'm just doing this so that this way any kind of gaps that are in my lashes get covered, and then this way we'll go over everything else with our liquid eyeliner. And for liquid liner, we are doing the Super Slim Liner from L'Oreal as well, also in the color black. And I'm just going to start by pulling the color out this way, creating the initial wing, and then pulling the color inward, and then just building it in towards my lash line. Alright you guys, so I just realized I was using an old liner, so I was like, why is nothing coming out? But anyway, I went in and started working on my other eye as well, and I'm just playing the eyeliner game right now, kind of trying to make sure they're even, because like I tend to get a little excited with my wing and then I like over wing it, and then one eye is like bigger than the other, and it's just like a whole big fiasco. You guys, you know the game. You start out looking like real simple Marilyn, and then you end up looking like Amy Winehouse, but what are you gonna do? So I like a big dramatic wing. Even though this is a fun, flirty, kind of springy look, I have to have a big wing. And for today, I think I'm going to be working with either Faux Mink or Ardell Wispies. I can't decide yet, but we will get there. So before we finish off the look with the lashes, I'm just going to apply my mascara and put on my brows, which you again have already seen, and if you haven't, just look in some of my other previous videos. But for brows today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the color Dark Brunette, which is one of my favorites. I think it's a great dupe for Anastasia. It's really small, fine point, and I just really like it. I don't have a whole lot of brow, but it really stays in place for me, and then I always lock it in with my Tweezerman brow mousse. So I'm going to go and do that, and we will meet back in a minute. Okay, so to highlight under the brows, I'm using my Tweezerman Eye Enhance Brow Definer Highlighter, and I'm just going to use that little highlighter on the other side to go under my brow bone here, and just directly underneath the brow I'm going in with this pencil. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I'm just gonna like trace it out and make sure it looks good, and it gives me a little bit of like that bone color. Okay, hold on here. Let me get myself situated. Okay, so I'm gonna take a flat-edged brush from BH Cosmetics, and it looks like that, and just go in and kind of blend this out. Make sure it looks nice and clean. Okay, so in keeping with new products, you guys, while the mascara is drying right now and we're getting ready to put our lashes on, I picked up this e.l.f. Under Eye Brightening Powder, and I had seen it on a few of like their Snap tutorials and stuff like that, and I just kept seeing these girls use it, and this is, it just says sheer on it, so I don't know if there's different colors, but this is the one that I have. It looks basically like a translucent white powder. And I don't know if you could even see that, but it's just really cute. It's just this tiny little thing here, and I wanted to try it because when I was seeing the girls put it on, I was like, oh my gosh, it really has a nice little glow underneath the eye. So I've already kind of baked my under eyes, and we kind of left that out when we applied the rest of our face powder. So I'm just going to go in with my Real Techniques highlight brush and take some of that brightening powder and just kind of go on the sides of my contour, underneath my eye. I do have some highlighter powder on, so I'm trying not to cover up my highlight powder, but I'm just mostly doing this where I would do my bake. And I'm just kind of pressing it in first, if you can see that. Okay. And then I'm coming down the sides of my nose here, like into my marionette lines, around the mouth, a little bit too here in between the brows, and then I'm just going to kind of dust, once I feel like I've patted it in and placed it, just go in and kind of like dust it so it blends out real nice. But I don't know, I've been using this the last 2 days and I really, really love it, and I think it just enhances the highlight that you're already doing, and it's just, I don't know, it adds like this level of brightness underneath. And I tried it with like a flash photography and it really looks pretty. Like I didn't feel too raccoon like or anything. So this is, I want to say $3 or $4. I picked it up at Target. It's the e.l.f. Under Eye Brightening Powder, Highlighting Powder, and I totally recommend this, you guys, along with, again, these Molten eyeshadows. They are the bomb. Okay guys, so this is the finished, completed look, and I am obsessing over it. I know the lips are a little bit dark considering it is going to be springtime, but I thought this color Prague from NYX, this is a soft matte lip cream, was just so, so pretty, and I thought it complemented the eyeshadows really well. So you could definitely go lighter on the lips, but I chose to do Plum Lip Liner and Prague Soft Matte Soft Matte Lip Cream, both from NYX Cosmetics, so I love that. And then to neutralize my lips, I always use the NYX Wonder Pencil. It's basically a concealer pencil, and I also use this inside the tight line area of my eyes just to give it a more awakened, a more bright look, because again, it's springtime, so we're thinking glowing and pink and pretty and springy and awesome. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I definitely enjoyed sharing some new things that I purchased with you guys and getting ready with me. I hope you guys had a really good time. As always, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're out there and that you're following me and you're supporting me. Comment down below if you have any questions or you just want to say hi and give me a shout out. That would be wonderful. All of the products that I used will be listed down below, and I will also keep you guys updated on how my L'Oreal, or excuse me, my Lancome Idole foundation goes throughout the day. It's already 78 degrees here where I live in the south, so it's definitely going to be a hot one, and it's only March, so you can only imagine what the rest of the summer is going to bring. But again, it's one of my holy grail foundations, so I hope you guys enjoyed this again as always, and I will see you very, very soon.